This is EBC Sports International. This week's stories: Toronto Raptors holds off the Golden State Warriors in overtime. LeBron James dominates in Los Angeles Lakers win over the Indiana Pacers. Atlanta United knocks off New York Red Bulls out of MLS Cup contention. New York Knicks battle the Washington Wizards. Plus, Manny Pacquiao prepares for first fight in the U.S. since 2016 against Adrian Bronner. The IOC meets in Tokyo regarding plans for 2020 Summer Olympics. Hello everyone, I am Aljamain Santos, bringing you sports news from around the globe. In what possibly could be this season's NBA Finals matchup, the Toronto Raptors overcame a 51-point performance from Kevin Durant to beat the defending NBA champions, the Golden State Warriors, in overtime last Thursday. Here is EBC Toronto correspondent Christine Ira reporting from Scotiabank Arena. Take a look.
Tonight was more than just Toronto versus Golden State. It was more than just the first-place team in the league versus the reigning NBA champions. Tonight offered a taste of what some have said could be the matchup in this year's finals. With the Raptors all but ready to go with the full lineup, they controlled much of the game, but the three-time champs show why they were the three-time champs. Clawing their way back, forcing OT with a tying shot with less than 5 seconds left in the game. A lot of hype and excitement came prior to this game, and when it was all said and done, the game not only lived up to that hype, but surpassed it. With the game being tied up in the final moments, Kevin Durant scored a game-high 51 points, but the Raptors prevailed to a 131-128 win. Fans can only imagine what kind of series this will be like if they meet in the finals. From the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Canada, I'm Christine Ira, 1 with 25.
Thanks, Christine. LeBron James dominated against the Indiana Pacers, scoring 12 of his game-high 38 points in the final 5 minutes of the fourth to lead the Los Angeles Lakers to their 12th victory of the season. EBC Los Angeles correspondent Jaina Palasigi reports from the Staples Center. Take a look.
The Lakers return home after a 2-game losing streak against the Orlando Magic and Denver Nuggets. Tonight, they face the Indiana Pacers without Victor Oladipo, who is out from a knee injury. The Pacers had a rough start and remained scoreless against the Laker defense for nearly half the first quarter. Despite closing out the first period with a 23-point deficit, the Pacers regained momentum and took the lead for the first time in the third quarter. Domantas Sabonis led the Pacers with 20 points off the bench, while LeBron James scored 38 points for the Lakers.
I thought Josh Hart gave us an incredible spark off the bench, and LeBron was spectacular. But we got a lot of really good efforts from different people, and that's what it takes to win in this league. And that's what that's when basketball becomes fun, is when everyone's doing something and helping out and playing selfless. And for the most of the game tonight, we were playing.
Josh Hart had an impressive defensive performance with 13 points and 3 steals off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, we came in, we got stops, and we had, some where we were able to get, turnovers and get quick buckets. Our focus was defense, and that defense translated to easy buckets on offense.
Just continue to get stops and get rebounds. Anytime we get rebounds and go the other way, pretty hard team to stop on the offensive end. So, it starts there for us, especially on the defensive end.
The final score was 104-96 for the Laker home win. Defense was the major focus of the Lakers, who now advance their season record to 11-9. The Lakers hope to continue a strong defensive end for the rest of the season. Reporting from the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California, I'm Jana Palasigi, and I'm 1 with 25.
Thanks, Jana. Up next, Atlanta United knocks off New York Red Bulls out of MLS Cup contention. And the New York Knicks battle the Washington Wizards. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is EBC Sports International. Despite winning at home on the second leg of the Eastern Conference Finals, the New York Red Bulls were knocked out of MLS Cup contention, as the Atlanta United won 3-1 on aggregate. EBC New York correspondent Des Anderson recaps from Red Bulls Arena in Harrison, New Jersey. Take a look.
We're here at Red Bull Stadium in Harrison, New Jersey for the second leg of the Eastern Conference Finals. Red Bulls trail 3-0, losing in Atlanta, and hope to overturn that result to make it to MLS Cup 2018.
New York Red Bulls needed to win by at least 3 goals after losing 3-0 in the first leg of this Eastern Conference final, but they almost conceded in just 13 seconds when Joseph Martinez was clean through on goal, only for Red Bulls keeper Robles to come to the rescue. It was a bad-tempered match full of fouls, with the Red Bulls doing all of the attacking, while Atlanta would sit back and defend. It took until the 79th minute before the Red Bulls would finally put the ball in the net, only for the goal to be ruled out for a foul on Atlanta keeper Brad Guzan. The Red Bulls continued to attack, but they just couldn't find a way past a resolute Atlanta defence. Just as time was almost up, the Red Bulls would finally score through Tim Parker. They win the game 1-0, but it's not enough. Atlanta are the Eastern Conference champions, and they will advance to MLS Cup 2018.
And so it's the Atlanta fans that will go home happy tonight. In only their second year, they have reached MLS Cup 2018 at the expense of the New York Red Bulls. Stay tuned to EBCSI for coverage of the MLS Cup Finals. This is Des Anderson reporting from Harrison, New Jersey, and I am 1 with 25.
Thanks, Des. After a grueling overtime victory against the Milwaukee Bucks on Saturday, the New York Knicks are looking for back-to-back wins at home against the struggling Washington Wizards. With more on the game, here's EBC New Jersey correspondent Carlo Valdez at Madison Square Garden. Take a look.
After a grueling overtime win against the top-scoring Milwaukee Bucks, the New York Knicks look to continue to win over the Washington Wizards.
Coming off their thrilling overtime win against the top-scoring Milwaukee Bucks, the New York Knicks lost a heartbreaker 110-107 to the Washington Wizards behind Bradley Beal's 27 points. The Knicks started off strong in the first half, leading 61-52, but their energy would soon dissipate as the Wizards took charge in the third, going on a 28-8 run to open the second half. The Knicks got within a basket to start the fourth, but the Wizards scored 7 straight points and extended their lead to as many as 16, with over 4 minutes left to play. The Knicks rallied and pulled within 3 with 35 seconds left, but John Wall's 3 helped the Wizards beat the Knicks for the 9th straight time.
That's our team. As long as there's time on the clock, our guys will fight to try to win the game, and it's crazy because you look at a couple of things down there, the layup, some free throws, and who knows what could have happened. But at the end of the day, that third quarter was the death of us.
No, it was definitely their defense. I mean, that's something we got to get better at. I mean, they did a really good job of making our guards pick up the basketball and stuff like that. And we got to do a better job of helping our point guards out, getting open when the trap pick rolls. But it was definitely their defense. I give them credit for that. They came out, they kind of froze us in the third quarter. And, so I mean, it's something we got to look at film. We got to be able to capitalize next time we play.
Reporting from Madison Square Garden, I am Carlo Valdez, 1 with 25.
Thanks, Carlo. Coming up, Manny Pacquiao prepares for first fight in the U.S. since 2016 against Adrian Bronner. The IOC meets in Tokyo regarding plans for 2020 Summer Olympics. That's next. EB Sports International will return in a moment. And we're back. This is EBC Sports International. I am Aljamain Santos. Manny Pacquiao will make his first return in the U.S. in more than 2 years when he challenges Adrian Bronner in Las Vegas, January 19. After becoming the first fighter to win world titles in 8 different class divisions last July against Argentina's Lucas Matisse, Pacquiao will fight the 29-year-old American Bronner, his first fight in the U.S. since 2016. His U.S. comeback will also include the return of his training coach, Freddie Roach, who the Filipino boxer parted ways with after his loss to Jeff Horn in 2017.
Ang sinasabi ko naman sa kanila, even in America, never na nawala si Freddie sa Team Pacquiao. Okay lang, excited na for more than 2 years. Babalik ulit tayo sa 2 years, mga ganun. Babalik ulit tayo sa Vegas para lumaban.
Over the weekend, International Olympic Committee met in Tokyo to discuss its plans for the 2020 Summer Olympics, which includes the debate to mull boxing out of competition, the recycled medals, and gender parity. Here's more on the story.
The recognition and reputation of the International Boxing Association, or IBA, are now at stake after the International Olympic Committee Executive Board ordered an inquiry into the Amateur Boxing Federation during their meeting in Tokyo last Friday. The decision was finalized after several concerns on finance, governance, and ethics were raised. Just less than a month ago, IBA has elected a president alleged to be a heroin trafficker, being a principal associate of a transnational organized criminal network by the U.S. Treasury Department. Ghafoor Rakhimov stirred questions about his credibility as the president of the boxing body. However, Rakhimov denied any connection to organized crime networks and the international drug trade. Another area of concern includes IBA being unable to open bank accounts in Switzerland, where its headquarters are based. During such period, IBA is prohibited from communicating with the 2020 Tokyo Olympic organizers. Furthermore, the boxing program for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics will be frozen, which means no tickets will be sold, no test event held, and no qualifying format will be approved. The IOC had previously suspended payments to IBA from Olympic revenues. The final decision regarding the boxing body's future will still be determined in June next year at the IOC meetings in Lausanne, Switzerland. Despite this transition, the IOC Executive Board exerts all efforts to protect the athletes as well as realize a boxing tournament. In a press conference that followed a closed-door meeting in Tokyo last Saturday, Yoshiro Mori, Tokyo 2020 president, said boxing as a sport should go on.
The game of boxing itself could be included into Tokyo 2020 Games. However, the final decision of this will take place in June next year. On the other hand, the competition of boxing should be able to take place as a sports competition. We should have complete preparations.
This will be done without the intervention of IBA and thus independent from their control. IOC board member Nenad Lalovic, the Serbian president of wrestling's governing body, will chair the inquiry. Other IOC members also include Richard Carrion of Puerto Rico and IOC Athletes Commission member Emma Terho, an Ohio State graduate. She also represented Finland in hockey at the previous Olympics. Reporting live here at the IOC Executive Board meeting in Tokyo, Japan. For Eagle News International, this is Tyronel Pililu, and I am 1 with 25.
That's all for EBC Sports International. Tune in next time as we bring you sports news from around the globe. I am Aljamain Santos, 1 with 25.